is Officer Christopher Kleber. I'm assigned Foothill Division Patrol. I've been on for about 5 years now. See, around 5 years, you kind of figure out how to do this job, which I agree with, but at the same time, when you start thinking that you know how to do something, that's when this job will humble you really quickly. I mean, we always talk about it in roll calls and we talk about it with our partners. You can never be satisfied with complacency. You have to always be getting better. I wish that 5 years on, Officer Kleber could go back and trade places with 3 years on Officer Kleber, because I know so much more now than I did then. I wish that I could handle some of the investigations I handled when I had 3 years on, now that I have 5 years on, because I'm like, man, I could have done so much better with the information that I know now. But that's how I know that I'm getting better, and it makes me excited to think like, man, I can't even wait for like 10 years on, because I'm gonna know so much more. My first call was a lady had actually been hit by a train over there at the train station in Silmar. I have a whole literal 2 seconds on the job. I have to be there and I have to keep it together for this lady's family. I took the way that I felt there and I kind of was like, hey, yeah, this made you feel a certain way. And that's good, because you're human. The response that you got was definitely human. But I had to remain calm, composed for the other people who were there, because they're relying on me. Composure comes from exposure. And that's why some people always give us the reputation of like, it doesn't look like anything's going on, it's not bothering you, anything like that. No, it's just I'm really composed, and this is my first rodeo. You're learning from your own failures, and that's the best way to learn. Another way is you're learning from other people's failures. As young P2s on this job, you got to be a sponge, and you have to absorb that, and you have to be willing to absorb it. That's another thing too. If you're not willing to take the information, then you learning stuff doesn't really mean anything. You're just taking it, but you're not applying it to the job. So the maturity on the job is taking that information from the officers that have a lot of time on, applying it to your game, and going out there and being the best version of yourself, representing the department the right way. And, we're just showing our presence, showing everyone that we're out here, and
repeat your officer.
I'm flat tire. But yeah.